Hi everyone. I want to quickly run through what happened last week in the markets. I'm going to use an FX correlator, funnily enough, which is my core indicator, as you know, the indicator I kind of developed from standard strength meters. And we're going to have a talk about the market. First thing I want to do is I'm going to use a higher moving average setting than the ones we normally use. I use a 20 moving average, as you know. I advocate that for trading movements. The reason I do that is that the 20 is a very good moving average. I like it, and what it does is, it's a very good indicator. When prices are above a 20, generally, if they hang in there, you're going to make money. When prices go below the 20, you sell them and you make money. The reason I use the 20 is it's not so rapid as something like a 5 or an 8 or some of the others, the 13s. It's not that fast that it's going to chop you all the time, but then again, it's not that slow that you're waiting back up there in the 30s, 40s, 50s, where you're sitting forever waiting it to go above and below the zero line. So that's why I use it. It's not perfect, but it's a nice little kind of interim one-size-fits-all. Let me just show you what that means when I use a higher moving average for this kind of analysis. Here's a euro dollar, there's the 20, and there's a really high moving average of 500. 200 plus will do. There's a 500. What it means is, can you see, if you're comparing the deviation between the 20 there and the actual price, and the 500 there and the actual price, if someone said to you, what exactly is going on with the real-time price, can you see how comparing it to this line is virtually watching it real time? You see what I mean? Whereas comparing it to this, can you see how the speed and the size and the movement of the 20 here is going to create a distortion in terms of what's going on? It's great for saying to yourself, right, when it's above the line, I buy it. When it's below the line, I sell it. But in terms of giving you an actual recreation of what is going on with the price, this is great. Yeah, because it's virtually flat. It's virtually like you're looking at the chart itself. So that's why I use higher moving averages to give me an interpretation of what's going on with my currencies. Okay. So bear that one in mind when you are looking at various variations on the FX correlator. Okay, these are the two losers. People ask me, how can you tell what is a loser, what's a winner? Well, basically, when you're up at these kind of high price levels, high moving average levels, it's very easy. Take a point in time where you want to, set a point in time, and let's say the start of the week, as you can see it, get to the end of the week, and look at the difference. Has it fallen from that point? Yes, it has. And so obviously, did the Swiss franc this week. That's how you tell. And obviously earlier on in this video, you saw how these guys, like here's the CAD, they start down here, they get higher. So overall, that is a net increase in the week. That if you were buying the Canadian dollar against everything else, you will have appreciated a net increase, some more than others, but that's what we're trying to do here. That's what the scalper, that's what everything's all about. Buying currencies that are going upwards, or you're predicting that they're going upwards, selling currencies that are falling. Okay, that's what we do. So these two fell. Various stories again through the week. Euro, as that actually had a very, very good run recently over the last month or so. So once again, things sometimes take a bit of a hit. Probably bad news as usual across the eurozone. Probably some country or another has suddenly announced that it's about to collapse, or things are getting worse. No surprises there. And as you know, in the markets, you just have to watch the market, go with the flow with the markets. Always trade to market news as well. Stay away when something big's happening. And news is what drives things. So you can't live with it. You can't live without it, unfortunately. Swissy took a hit as well there this week. So they were the two that really fell. Okay, last but not least, let's look at the flat. Okay, last but not least, these are the last three. I've classified these three as relatively neutral. Funny old week, actually, for the USD, the greenback. There's the green. Look at that, flat as a pancake. My God, it was a boring week for the dollar. Obviously what you tend to do, and I'm just going to pull out the, let's pull across the hourly for what the Wall Street did. This is the US 30 on MetaTrader. It basically reflects the Wall Street prices, 10,000, so it's obviously based around the S&P. So what happened? Market generally went up this week. So you would expect the yen and the dollar to actually be falling. as people come out of their risk plays. So they start to put more risk. They start to believe more in the market. They put more money in, and they usually draw more money out of these two guys. And they didn't actually fall that much, to be honest. Looking at that, just put that out of the way again. But yeah, it was flat. It was pretty flat there, to be honest with you. The yen bounced up. I mean, and again, during the week, there were times when there were times to buy these two guys, and there were times definitely to sell them, especially the back end of the week. Look at that. The yen really did like fall in. The US dollar didn't. But they were flat. Pound, again, started here, fell most of the week, and then a nice upturn at the end of the week. But to me, in terms of if someone asked me what has the currency done, the answer is pretty flat for the week. Mainly down, but a nice pull up. And again, you can look around here. Friday was a great day to be buying the pound, wasn't it, against these two guys? Nice day there for the pound. Okay, that's pretty much it. I'm not going to go into detail as to why these things moved and what happened, but as you can see, you can click this onto any time frame. Let's go to the 5-minute. Which was clearly going through what happened Friday. And again, this is why this is a very good setting. 500 plus is a great setting. It really shows you the real-time prices. And sure enough, around that London opening time yesterday, around between 7 and 8 o'clock, look at that. The pound started getting jiggy, and then boom, off it went. Big move there. And I hope you were on that yesterday. I hope the 20 scalper told you that. It would have done. It would have certainly shown you the pound flying. And what was happening during that period? Well, these guys were pretty flat to rising, actually. So that was quite interesting. Anyway, I hope this has given you a bit of an insight into how you can actually look at what's going on real time in terms of price. I'm going to flick that back to the 1 to leave that there for you to look at and observe. Do you want to see a 4 before we go? There you go. There's a 4. What does that tell you? Well, the 4 obviously is an even higher time frame, and it tells you what's been going on in the market since, well, this is running into June. So what's June been like? Well, just running down very quickly, look at June. June has been a great month for the euro. As you know, this week I said it was relatively flat to falling, but you can see why. It's been a great month for the euro. What's had a bad month? Well, the dollar has had a very bad month. We all know why. The Fed, everything's been pretty pants out there. In fact, they're talking about quantitative easing again. They want to get the markets kicking again. So the dollar really has taken a hit through June. A lot of other things really bouncing up and down. The yen generally falling, but hey, you can see where there are times when you would be buying these currencies, times when you would be selling. You can almost use price action. You see there? You see how the yen there, fall, that kind of level there, compare it to earlier on in the period, could have been buying above there. You see how it's so flexible, what you can do with this currency. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking now. I've got other things to do. Join me next week. We'll run some more videos, and just email me at Trade to Win if you've got any questions or whatever. And good speaking to you. See you later. Bye.